Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to my video. My name is Terry and I'm a cash stuffer from Botswana, and on this channel I do cash stuffings, budgeting, planning, and really anything money related. And I'm on a journey to financial freedom. Today I got a real reality check. Today I'll be doing a budget check-in, by the way. I'll be checking in to see how I used money in the past week, and I realized I did a whole lot of overspending. And I think since I started this channel, it's kind of the first time I've overspent and didn't really have a plan. Usually I have like a small buffer that I have, especially for food, because I overspend mostly on food. I overspent last week and in the past 2 weeks, and I don't know how it happened. It's just one of those things. But we move on. I started this channel to keep myself accountable because before I started this channel, I actually thought I was really on top of my game. I thought I knew I was doing. I've got this whole thing down, but then today happened, or at least last week happened, and I got a big reality check, and I basically finished anyway, I think you'll see in my check-in. So I'm doing my check-in for the second week, but I don't know what happened again. So this is what's confusing a bit. It's a little bit confusing. I don't know how I'm going to work this out because my month started, I've got shiny stars all over the place because of my Christmas tree. It's got shiny stars and I thought I'd remove them all. Anyway, if you see a little of shiny and glitter, just know that it's that. My little mini Christmas tree. Okay, so my first week was from the 25th to the 30th. But I think it should have been up to here, or I don't know. I'm just confused. I think these 2 days kind of put me off because this is 1 week, 2 week, 3, 4. So these 2 days put me off, which they usually do. And I usually just use money from the buffer, but this time I didn't. I started with the money straight from the pay period, this pay period. So I don't know, guys. Kind of sort of figured it out, or figured out how to work my way through this. So what I did was I've extended the second week. So I went from the 1st to the 10th to kind of catch up with my weeks. Yeah, because I think also traveling put me off because I traveled on Friday. So I did my this weekend. I finished it on the 30th, but then I traveled on Friday, came back on Monday for my cousin's wedding, and I think that's also threw me off a bit. But anyway, let's just get into it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Okay, so for groceries, calculator. For groceries, I spent 126 plus 203.32 plus 322.70. So I spent 652 thebe. Okay, I think I'll explain that. Let me just write it down and then explain a bit. So groceries, I spent 652 thebe. Okay. So what had happened was Okay. Here, since I traveled here on the Friday, and then there's money that I stuffed my this week's I did my cash stuffing on Monday. Did I do it on Monday? Yes, I did my cash stuffing on Monday. So I didn't take out the money. I just left it in my wallet and I used the same. Usually I have a different wallet for traveling, but this time I had the same wallet and I just kept everything in there and I went with it. I just had a little bit more that I had. I took money from my challenges. I had 600 pula from my challenge. Then I had 600 pula that I had saved up for the trip. And then I had another 100 pula. That's all the money that I had because my husband was taking care of the petrol. So that's all the money that I had. So what I did was I kept the money in there for everything. So I just kind of used all the money. I don't know why. I thought maybe I was experimenting. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't do it because I'm usually so on top of my game. And then I used all that money. So the only money that I used for groceries when we went home is the 126.50. So I think I must have used the money for something else and I don't know what. But I tried to track my spending even when I was there. I tried to. Obviously, I didn't manage, but I thought I was. Shows you money can be very slippery. Times like this, I realize money can be very. So I'm not going to put in my balances because the balance that I did when I say this and I take away 1078.35, it means I should have 425 and 83, but I don't have this 425. I've got like 200 pula. So that's why I'm saying I'm not even going to put the balances this time because it looks like it's a mess. Sorry about the hitting the camera so much. So now I'll be doing meat. So yes, reality check. On its highest level this week. Okay, so meat. When I was home, I bought meat for 150. So groceries, meat here is 216 pula 50. And then 240, 249 20. 615 pula 70. Right. 615 plus 70, and I also don't have this amount, the difference, which is 1. I also don't have this 400. I've only got 200, so that's why I'm saying I don't know what happened. Money can be very elusive. Money just ran away from me this past 2 weeks, and I don't really have a solution for it. I think I'm going to learn a lesson, and I think I'm going to get away with it because obviously, like I said, we get paid. My husband gets paid on the 15th, so I think I'm going to get away with it. But I've got a one cash stuffing. I've got to build a buffer for the meat and the food. I've got to build a buffer because I'm going to run out of money. Yeah, unless I spend, I underspend, if that's even a word. Okay, moving on. What else did I spend money on starting from here? Takeaways. At least with takeaways, I had money that I used money from our sinking funds. That's why I thought I should have highlighted this in purple because this is somewhat a sinking fund. Yeah, somewhat sinking funds. But anyway, takeaways is, I keep knocking the camera, 212 plus 50 pula plus 200. That is 462 pula plus this 60 pula here. Ooh. Okay, put it this side because it's like I want you guys to see this. Okay, so this is when we were traveling, and then I don't remember what this was for. And when we traveled back, we spent 200. And then today is Monday. Today is Monday the 11th, and then 60 pula. Oh, actually, this should be here because this is yesterday when we bought. Yesterday we bought Botswana 522. This is just 60 pula just for 2 pieces, just Suhuba and Luhuka, just 2 pieces for 60 pula. Yeah, that's how expensive it is. So takeaways, I spent 522. $522 pula. That's my takeaways. And what else did I spend money on? Zoom out of it. Okay. What else did I spend money on? Hubby. He spent quite a bit on this trip. He was even saying himself, I spent a lot of money this trip. So here, it's 50 pula and 600. And yeah, that's it. So he spent 650 last week. 650 pula. He wasn't very happy with himself. I thought, well, splurge a little, go out, have fun, because that's all. It was all fun money. Okay, now the kids. Here. Okay, let me do family. But this was sinking funds, which is great. Family is 800. So that I didn't really feel that. And then the kids, okay, so here Zeke's 200, and then there's Zeke 100, and Zeke 60. So it's 360 for the kids. Yeah. And then there's me. I spent, starting here, 339 pula, 94. That's just me. 339 pula, 94. Because of this is very justified. Okay, this is so justified because I've got to change my wardrobe because like I said, I had my feet were swelling, and then the doctor advised me, because I think I've been a kind of a skinny jeans kind of girl. She was saying maybe I should wear loose pants and not things that tighten my legs. I don't know. That was the advice he gave me. And so I've got to buy kind of looser pants. So we used to call them palazzo in the day, but I don't know what they're called now. So that's where that went. Okay, just to justify that a bit. Not that I need to, but I just want to. So and then I also used money on family takeaways. Here I'm done. Then I bought electricity. Now I'm putting electricity, even though it is somewhat a bill. There's a shiny star again. I'm putting electricity here because the amounts change. even though I do have it down as a bill, because I buy it throughout the month. I don't just buy it once. I don't know why, but it's just something that I do. So because of that, I'm always going to put it into my weekly expenses, just so I can sort of keep track of that as well. And then I also bought some household stuff, but it was from the home envelope, which is good. So that's why I've highlighted in purple, like so, because it's somewhat a sinking fund. But I also bought some things on Saturday. So 213.94 plus 46.95, 260.89, 260, 60.89. What else did I spend money on? I think that's it. Yeah. Snacks. Where am I gonna put snacks? I think I'm gonna put them as miscellaneous, because I used money from miscellaneous for this. I used money for miscellaneous. Yeah, it was just the snacks that I bought with the boys, and we were getting some stuff for the building, so there was a lot of carrying. They were carrying bags of cement from the car into the little storeroom, and we were all hungry and cold, and so we just put them chips and drinks because we were on the move. Okay, so that's where the 50 pula went. Okay, so that is my weekly spending. So what I like to do after I have this down is I like to kind of reflect and look at how I spent money and kind of wallow in self-pity like I am today. So I used way more than this is like my budget for the week for food is usually around 200, but my excuse in my defense, this is a longer week, 2 more days, 3 or 2 days, whatever, more days, and we were traveling. There's more days in the week. For the week I extended the week, and we were traveling. So yeah, that's my defense, but no excuses whatsoever. I will. So now moving forward, I have to try and spend less, because our Motelo there is food, and most of the money that I'm going to use on food is just for veggies and like what I always do. But I think I'm more comforted knowing I'm not buying any of the big things. It's just small things that I can kind of control how we spend the money, because now it's been really hot, so we've been going through water and drinks. Well, the kids have been going through drinks like I don't understand, and I've just got to get a hold. They should just be drinking more water instead of drinks. Every time one opens the fridge, they grab a drink instead of water. So that's why. And then I think it's just so painful to look at. I think I've looked at it enough, and that is it. So moving forward, these next 2 weeks, I've got to be careful in groceries and meat, basically in everything, because I used quite a lot. Even though with takeaways, I feel better because it's money that I had put to the side for the trip. So I spent, I think it's 400 pula on takeaways. It was here when we were traveling there, 412 pula on takeaways. This is when we were traveling there, and then this is when we were traveling back. So I feel good about that. And the only money that I spent out of that is like 110 pula. So I feel good about that. So the only place that I'm kind of don't know what went on, what happened, because there's this 126, and then this is from my stuffing, and then there's this again. Yeah, well, that is done. So the beauty of tracking your spending is when you see stuff like this, like when I see stuff like this moving forward, I know that my spending moving forward is very limited. So I can't buy that maybe that drink that I have to forfeit a drink for a week, and we just drink water, or I go and buy those little ingredients and just make khammer at home, and we drink that because 2 liters takes like a day in my house. So looking at these such amounts and seeing how ridiculously high this amount is, I can moving forward make better decisions, and I can go sit down because my kids are grown. They're grown men. I can just sit with them and then show them this. This is how much we spent on food, guys. We've got to, start. They're not kids. You can't control kids, but these are like the youngest is 19, So we've got to, I can just sit down with them and tell them, look, guys, this is how much we spent. So there will be no drinks this week, and we should just drink more water and all of that. So that's kind of the comfort that I'm getting from this. So, okay. I've wallowed enough. I've got to stuff my wallet for the coming week. Okay, now cash stuffing for the coming week. After all of that, I don't really have much to stuff because obviously I overspent and I don't really have much to do. So according to my budget, I've only got like 200, 400 pula left for the rest of the month. So whatever I spend, I've got to be really careful. So today I'll be stuffing 2, 4, 5, okay, 400, 500, 600, 20, 30, 40, 50. So I'm only doing 650 into my wallet this week because obviously, we overspent and we've got to, I'm in this wallet this week. Okay, so groceries is only getting 200 this weekend. There's nothing in my wallet because obviously I overspent. And then meat is also getting 200. And then I'm getting, I forgot to give myself some money again. Why am I always forgetting myself? Yeah, that means I'm stuffing 750. I'm always forgetting to give myself, to get money out of here for my spending. Okay, and then I'll be getting 100. And to think, I write everything down and there's no me here. Okay, takeaways. Takeaways is getting 60 pula. This is just, we travel to where the kids are every weekend and we always buy that chicken. Kukwasjana. I don't know what it's called in English. Kukwasjana, is it free range? I don't know. I just know that I pay 60 pula every time. So that's all that I'm putting in here because obviously. Okay, household is getting 20 pula this week. This is just so that I have something in household. And then kindness is getting 20 pula just for giving when the need arises. I'm not getting anything. And then miscellaneous is getting a 50 pula. And then this 100 pula is for my husband. I'll put it in his binder. And there's nothing else. I've got some receipts here that I've got to put away. And so I just keep my receipts to track my spending. So I'm doing this challenge. I'm going to keep my wallet to the side because I'm going to need it. So I've got this little challenge that I made for myself, the Christmas challenge. So since I was away, today's Monday. So I was away this weekend and I didn't stuff anything. So I've got today's the 11th. So 110. So I tried to scrape up some money for challenges, and I just put it in here. Every time I have a little change or something, I just put it here because this challenge is difficult. I don't even know if I'll finish it. That's how bad, that's how painful this challenge is. So let me just put this into my husband's little envelope. He's only getting 100 because he took the rest. He took the rest already, and he's just left 100 and he's like, he'll give it to me later. So I'm just gonna put it in there for him. Okay, so back to the challenge. So there's 90 pula. Let me just spread this out. So 90 pula is getting its 90 pula. So like I said, I just did this challenge because I want to buy my son. This challenge is for my son's furniture, because when they open, he's gonna have his own place. I hope it's enough. Probably won't be, but I'll be halfway there. Then 110 for today. So tomorrow, I don't know where I'm gonna get the 120 for tomorrow, but I've got to figure something out. Yeah, so that is done. So this is not bad, hey? It's not bad. I didn't have that little cute tissue, pinkish tissue, so I just put these cotton because I didn't know what else to put there. So these are multicolored ones. I think they're cute. Got them from Clicks. So I don't have a place for them anyway, so every time I need one I could just get it from here. Anyway, okay, so let me eat. So I'm doing 90, 100, and then 110. Okay, so like I said, this challenge I want to for my son's furniture, because I don't want to buy anything. I don't want to go into any smaller unit debts, consumer debts, or are they called consumer debts? I don't want to have to go to a furniture shop because he just needs a fridge and a bed. I just want to find him those little one rooms where he can just, as long as he's got a little kitchenette there and a toilet and a place to bath, that's all that I want. So if I could I'm just going to get him a bed and a small fridge. But suddenly, initially he didn't want a bar fridge, which goes for around 1.2 or something, or maybe even get a second-hand one from, because he says the guys at school are always selling. We might even get one for 800 pula and then get him a bed. So that's what I want to use this money for. If I finish it. If I don't finish it, or if I struggle, I hope I don't though. I'm gonna try. So I'm gonna take money from his laptop and just add on I'm gonna take money from the stash if I feel like I'm struggling or if I don't make enough. He probably won't like that, but it will be for him anyway. So that's the kind of plan that I have, but I just don't want to get into any kind of debt because I'm almost finishing the lowest one, and I don't. Wait, let me just keep this, because did I have any coins? I didn't even check. Yeah, I've got a few coins. It's not much, but just throw it in the coin tower. I'll just throw this in here and just throw the 5 coin here. And that is my video, guys. It's my first struggle video, the first time I overspent. on camera. I've always spent. It's since I started this channel. It's the first time I've overspent without an explanation. So there's a first time for everything, I guess, and I'll try to avoid it in future. And thank you for sticking with me this long, guys, and thank you for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe, and please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.